Thank you, Ferret. Well, what do you think about people play games over the age of 21? Since you're 28, I mean, do you play games or do you revolutionize all the time?
I revolutionize a lot, but every once in a while I play a game.
Really? Yeah.
Basically, I'm messing around on my digital messaging system. I leave myself messages.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Oh, it's
Yeah, why shouldn't someone 21 play a game? They work hard, you know. If they work hard, if they're good people, if they've got a support, if they're not like abandoning like their family or anything, you know, they're being good people. They're not you know, they don't have a kid and they're not taking care of it. Yeah, you should play some games. Why not? But if you're really not taking care of your life, you really shouldn't be playing games unless you're going to make some money off them or something. You're not hurting anyone along the way. You can't disagree with that, can you? That's some good advice right there.
That's great advice. That's why I listen. Everything I plan on doing in life is, I always check with the Furry One.
That's some good advice too. I really like that advice.
Yeah, I'm hoping that you'll let me come back on the show.
Well, if you're defeated, you know, come back on episode 30. It hasn't been posted yet.
That's gonna be a long time though, because
I know, but
we have to wait for after 50, and then comes 40, then 60.
Hey RF, I had a question. I saw you playing the Tweedle mod server, and I got on it. I played for about 10 seconds, and Punkbuster kicked me. Okay, it said Punkbuster initialization failed. I'll go over this later. Please help me how to do that. Yeah, I'll go over that later. Time for question 20 now. Don't get excited, man. Don't get excited. Hey, Ferret! My question is, could you use a K1 and play a game? I'll consider it. Yeah, I'm doing it. If you don't have K1, can you use M4? Thank you very much. I did cover M4 in another video, so watch it. Okay, guest question time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. How did the guests meet Ferret in real life?
Ooh.
Class party, roommates, sports, team, work, etc. Dramatic scene if you guys want to.
Well, we'll have to go ahead and go with the dramatic scene.
No, not really.
Yeah, I know.
It's an epic story.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'll just. You're a great storyteller. You kind of led the way with this. So go ahead and start from the beginning.
All right. Well, basically, everyone knows I'm a revolutionaryist. Back in my sixth revolution, I led the conquest to put Egypt on the map. See, what people don't know is Egypt has not always been on our globes at home, you know, on our maps.
Right.
We had the Mediterranean used to be a lot bigger than what it is today. Before Egypt was on the map, it was just a body of water that connected into the Mediterranean and the Red Sea, which made what people thought was like a bigger canal. That's why a lot of boats actually crashed. They didn't see the land there.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yep. But anyways, fight broke out. I got a call. Would you like to lead a revolution? I was like, all right. So I was like, all right. You know, got all my papers together, got them all organized, picked out some leaders, and the revolution began.
Yeah.
And basically,
I was kind of young at the time. But
yeah. You go ahead and take it now.
Well, I was just kind of minding my own business. It's kind of fuzzy to me. Fuzzy. That's my memory, but I was just kind of young. I was in a squad for the revolution. I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. I just remember a big battle going on in the town I was living in, and the squad commander, he died. So I just, you know, everybody else was like in shock. I already saw a death before, so I kind of had my head where it should be, and I just started giving orders. You know, we got to move out. You know, all kinds of stuff. Well, eventually I just kind of moved my way up the ranks, just here and there, and I met.
Well, basically, like
here.
we were low on types of guns. We only had.
It was a hard battle, man.
only had high-powered rifles with one bullet in the chamber at a time.
Yeah, we had like they had like 50 cal. We got 50 cows now. It was a week, man. We had 100 cows
back then.
Yeah, actually, the pyramids. Those were built. Tarmaine actually. You were one of the lead designers in those pyramids, weren't you?
Well, I hired an architect basically to build me some sniper sensory stations. And
yeah, those 100 cal. I mean, those were like the main force of our army.
Yeah, and we needed a high spot because we were just weren't pulling it together, and we created these pyramids, and we set them at certain points, and basically won the war, or the revolution won because of these sniper sentries we built.
We had to put those snipers up. We had to find a way to defend the snipers, and we just built lava pits and all kinds of stuff on those pyramids. Those weren't, everyone says, oh, they're tombs. No, those were torture centers. That's what they were, underground.
Yeah, we would suffocate them by burying them alive. We would wrap them in gauze and crap.
That's how it went.
And they're tombs for the Egyptians. Well, the Egyptians didn't even exist. Okay, until we came along. So
actually, I kind of hate saying this, but the Sphinx was actually built for me. They thought I was like some legend or some hero. I did a good part, but there were also many other great soldiers and leaders. I didn't do it all. I don't know why they chose me. I think I won a raffle or something. But
I don't know.
They started building the Sphinx over me, but the guy that was building it, he they got about like hundreds of guys to build the main structure of it, and one guy to do all the detailing. And the guy to doing the detailing, he was a soldier. He was a friend of mine actually, but he was
flashbang.
He was flashbang like 10 times in a row. So he lost his hearing, he lost his sight, but he kept working on that. It doesn't really look like me anymore, but
I can see, if you really look at it, you can really tell.
You can see where he was going with it. But once he started carving out some more details, he just kind of.
And it was supposed to be a ferret when it first was being constructed.
Yeah.
Guy went blind, turned it to be looking more like a cat.
Yeah.
Egyptians love cats now, I guess. Supposedly.
I don't understand. I mean, I don't really care. I just won a raffle. There were many greater leaders than me, but
well, whatever. What can you do?
But yeah.
Just keep making revolutions. That's what I do.
Yeah. Well, I think this is pretty much the story. Yeah. The rest is history. Like the middle of the night. I just kind of kill some guys here and ask a question. So, okay. Hey, it's Ferret 21A. Ferret, do you clean the inside of your PC? Because if you don't clean it, the system might run slow. Yeah, I dust it out once in a while.
You know, it's a good thing to do that with is
what?
An air gun.
Air guns.
Air compressor.
Oh, and eat your vegetables.
Yep.
22.
Vitamins.
I remember that in one of your episodes you said that you were very good at sniping before. I think you said you scope somewhere, and when you see someone, you drag your mouse to them and fire, just like the Koreans. Was that true? You were very pro at the time, dude. Please don't use that word. Yeah, actually, that's what I was doing. When I was really good with the PSG, it was just natural to me. I never watched any videos or anything, but that's what I did. I told that's just how I said. How do you get good with PSG? Well, you got to drag it really quick all the way across your mouse pad, hit him on the move. Anyway, like a few months later, my brother, he was watching like a Korean video or something. He's like, "Well, look at this sniper. He's so good." He's talking about how good this sniper was. He's like, "Look what he does. He drags it like all the way across the thing and everything." And he's like, "I never thought that'd be good." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's what I did." He's like, "Oh yeah, that's right." It's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, I remember that." So I guess that's what I did. That was just natural. I couldn't, I guess. So I suggest doing what I did right there.